Teaching chemistry can be tough. Let's face it, teaching is a tough gig, and many primary teachers aren't chemists by background. The costs of running labs and creating experiments is pretty high. And finally, the risks of letting kids loose with chemicals and equipment. Lucky for us, interest in science begins at a young age, and it's our goal to drive engagement with chemistry. We want to help teachers remove the barriers they face. If a teacher lacks the confidence in a subject, it may not always be given the focus it deserves. Chemistry is expensive. The high cost of lab space containing the correct chemicals, equipment and storage facilities means that lab space can be up to 5 times more expensive than office space. This is a growing concern amongst universities and schools as more and more austerity cuts are put in place. This, teamed with a lack of viable lab space, means that often a single teaching activity has to be broken down into multiple sessions to fit larger groups. And finally, in some cases, disruptive students can stop or limit the amount of practical sessions within a classroom. ChemLab will provide an engaging experience as players set about terraforming a planet for human habitation. Set within an engaging scenario, players have the chance to conduct virtual experiments within a safe and secure lab environment. Framed as missions, experiments will be in context, and players will see the impact of their work. Our goal is to bring chemistry to life, but maintain the importance of good lab work. Behind the experiments will be a sophisticated database of chemical formulas. All reactions, whether they are performed correctly or incorrectly, will react in the appropriate way. But it's not just about practice. We want players to be the best chemists they can be. If they do well, they will be rewarded with achievements, creating a competitive environment amongst students. We're using game mechanics to put the control of learning back into the hands of students. By using ChemLab, players will gain essential knowledge on good lab practice, personal protection equipment, health and safety, and fun while doing it. ChemLab aims to grow with the learner with 4 different levels of user experience, ranging from primary school right through to degree level. Each different level will combine varying difficulty with support frameworks. Each stage of learning can be used either as an aid within the classroom, as a curriculum package, or as a standalone learning tool, creating the most flexible solution possible. The primary and GCSE levels will focus on conceptual understanding, with the player receiving more support and advice. They will also have missions that are more structured, with inbuilt guidance to help progression. The more advanced levels of learning, such as A-level and degree, will focus on applied learning, with a focus on practice and self-direction. ChemLab will aim to replicate a real-world environment with natural and intuitive movements. We're initially targeting iPads and desktop computers. Our ultimate goal will be to have a haptic-driven version that would not only make the interactions more realistic, but it will also provide another level of user experience. We see a multitude of markets for ChemLab. Our first step is towards the education sector. Our midterm sights are set on the commercial apps market, and finally, we believe this product could be developed for the corporate and pharmaceutical industries as a form of training and learning support for staff. We're looking for partners that want to help bring this vision to life. If you're interested in hearing more about our concept, please get in touch.